Okay, so today we're going to make something so delicious, and the mister requested that I make this today. He was feeling it, so that's what I'm doing. You want to start with the filling, which is a cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And you just want to mix that up and set this aside. Okay, so for the dry ingredients, and remember that you don't have to knead this, you don't have to let it rise. It is so simple, so fast. And I have the little Labradoodle playing with toys in the background. Anyway, in case you hear that noise. So, inside here, I have 2 cups of flour, a cup of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to mix this all up. So for the wet ingredients, I have a cup of milk, and I have melted butter, a 1/4 cup, and just let it be room temperature. And then 1 egg, which you slightly beaten, and just a teaspoon of the vanilla. And you take this and just mix it up. And we're going to add this to the dry ingredients. And my oven is preheating to 350. So you pour this in and you mix it all up. And you want it to be, nice and light, so you don't want to mix it, really vigorously. Okay, so after this is all mixed, here is a 9 by 5 bread pan, and I put some parchment paper on the bottom, and then I just sprayed here. So we're going to put only half of the batter in, as much as you can measure, half, just because we're going to put the filling, and then we're going to put the other half on the top. Might have put a little more than half on the bottom, but that's okay. And then we're going to take some of the cinnamon and brown sugar filling, and we're going to sprinkle this all on the bottom of the first half. So it looks like that. Then we're going to take the other half, and I just kind of, it's hard to, smear this around when you have the topping on the half. So I just kind of go slow and just kind of go all over it. Okay, so now you have the last top on, and then you take the rest of your cinnamon brown sugar and you just sprinkle this all over, and it's just ready to bake now. It is so simple. So you bake this for about 40 to about 45 minutes, and what you want to do is just take a toothpick, and when it comes out clean, then you know that it's done. So if you've gone 40 minutes and it still has a little bit of the dough on it, just put it in for another 2 minutes. Try it again and go in increments of, a minute to 2 minutes. But on your toothpick, you will have the cinnamon, but if it's not doughy, then it's all done. Okay, so after you put the topping on, you take a knife and you just kind of swirl it, just like this. Kind of mix it with the batter, and that's all you do. So this is ready to be baked, and it looks yummy. And I'll show it to you when it's done. Okay, I just took the coffee cake bread out of the oven, and it looks so good. So it needs to cool. And I wanted to tell you, after it cools, if you want to put a glaze on it, all you have to add is a half a cup of powdered sugar with a half a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of milk. And then you can, after this is taken out, you can just drizzle it on if that's, something that you like. I don't put the drizzle on because the mister likes to toast it in the toaster, and I don't want the drizzle and everything to go all in the toaster. But anyway, we will let this cool, and then we will cut into it. Yum. Okay, here is the finished product. I had to cut it. It was still hot, but the mister could not wait. He said if I didn't cut him a piece, that he would be 10 years older. So I had to do it while it was still hot. It is fantastic. I've made this several times. You will absolutely love it. And remember, if you would like that glaze on top, after it's really cool, that's when you put the glaze on. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming into my kitchen. I hope that you will try this, and we'll see you next time.